Hello, Aldwyn Altuney here, coming to you with day 9 of 11 of the Global Good News Challenge for November 2021. My goodness, the day has just flown today, absolutely flown. Here we are, it's nearly 10 p.m, my goodness. Always so much to do in business, isn't there? However, I am learning to let go more and more. So while I'm in transition stage, there's still a lot to get done. So thanks for joining me today. Great to see you. Please pop into the chat. Where are you joining us from today? And what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for today? So the Global Good News Challenge is a way that you can make a difference in the world if you are sick of seeing all the negative mainstream media out there. I'm sure you've had quite enough of COVID. I certainly have myself. Quite enough of the negative news out there. Hello, David. Good to see you. Gosh, it's been ages. Hope you're well. You're probably in Thailand right now, wherever you are. Hope you are well and safe. Yes, it's all been a bit crazy with COVID. So the Global Good News Challenge is a way that you can be the change you wish to see in the world, as Gandhi says, and you can help to lift the energy on the planet. And you do that through a very simple Facebook Live, which you can start any time between now and November 11. You've got a few more days to do your Global Good News Challenge for November. It is 11 days for November. There'll be a 12-day one for December, and then we're back to 1 day for January. So depending on whatever number month it is, depends on how long the challenge goes for. It starts on the first Monday of every month, and all you do is just a simple Facebook Live and just share your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. So here's mine for today. Very, very simple. Hi, I'm Aldwyn Altuney, known as the Media Queen. What I do is I help people get their message to the masses using online and offline media. I help take people from being the world's best kept secret to being a star. I help them get seen, be known, be heard, and leave a legacy. 3 things I'm grateful for today. I am grateful for all the amazing mentors I have had in my life. I have some phenomenal mentors. I continue to invest in myself all the time. You are the number one investment in your life and your business, and any money that I have invested into my education, into mentors, including David Kavanagh, who's here right now. Great to see you, David. I've invested with David in the past as well, and sending love to you and Nisrat as well, David. Hope you're both well. And this is the thing, is often with mentors, we become friends over time, and we all sort of teach people things and we learn from people all the time. So I'm so grateful for all of my mentors, and you know who you are watching this right now, all the people who I have invested in some way. And the thing is, we either invest with time or money, one way or another. And, we never learn less, right? Never learn less. And so grateful for all of my amazing mentors. So that's one thing. I'm grateful for this technology to be able to reach you today. What did we do before mobile phones and before the internet? What did we do with our lives? My goodness. You remember the days of landline telephone? What happened even before telephone? I mean, things have just progressed at such a rapid rate, haven't they, over the years with technology? So I'm grateful for technology and all the positives it has brought us, and how we can now communicate across the globe so easily. And we can do video calls like this, or video streams, which is just wonderful. So grateful for the technology to reach you. I'm also grateful for all of the alternative media channels out there, and all the good news channels particularly. Now, as much as we may see a lot of negative news with the mainstream news, the first news you often hear is negative, there actually is a lot of positive news networks out there as well. We have the Good News Network, we have Sunny Skies News, we have a happy newspaper in the UK that went viral. News.com.au has a good news section. And in fact, all the major news outlets, if you look on their website, often you will find that there is good news sections on their website, even with Channel 7, Channel 9, etc. You will find good news when you know where to look. And the fact is that you will have some good news to share as well. So grateful for all the good news channels out there, and alternative news outlets like BitChute, Brand New Tube, Rumble. These are all alternatives to YouTube, which of course has been heavily censored during COVID, and of course Facebook has been fact-checking a whole lot of information as well during COVID. I say, well, if there's nothing to hide, why are there so many fact-checkers, and why is there so much censorship of information that has particularly been happening since COVID came about last March? It really sort of makes you question, what is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help us God. So I do encourage you to do your own research when it comes to what is out there, because, you know, we are in very interesting times, and ideally to be empowered at this time, it's important to do your own research, to find out about your sovereignty, find out about common law, right? There's a lot of common law assemblies that have been gathering since COVID, learning about our rights, our God-given rights. So I do encourage you to do your own research. In fact, a great resource to look at is commonlaw-australia.com is a great one. I'll pop that in the chat right here, commonlaw-australia.com. Find out about your rights and get supported, get in a supportive community. You're not alone out there. I know it can feel lonely at times, but you're not alone. There are a lot of people who are waking up to what's going on right now. And, you know, often when there's something drastic like this that happens, you know, if you really want to know what's going on, just follow the money trail, right? Follow the money trail. And of course, money is a fantastic impact indicator, isn't it? And it's a fantastic thing for units of choice. And obviously with more money, we can make a bigger difference out there. However, unfortunately, some people with a lot of money have other intentions, right? There are some very evil people running the world right now. I fully believe that. In fact, I've seen a whole lot of evidence of that. And if you do your research, you'll also see a lot of evidence for that as well. And we do have quite a battle going on between the light and dark forces right now, which is also why it's so important that we share more gratitude and good news, because as bad as things may seem right now, things can always be worse, right? Just imagine what people went through during war times, for example. Right? A lot of places in the world, we don't walk outside and bombs going off or guns going off, right? Many parts of the world, thankfully, we don't have those situations. So things can always be worse. Let's be grateful for what we have. And, you know, this is a great time to actually, you know, share with family and to get connected with what you really want in life, and maybe to pivot. As I say, there's that magic word pivot in business. A lot of people have been pivoting during COVID, and some businesses have gone through the roof. Absolutely through the roof. In fact, Zoom tripled its income last March, interestingly. So anything online nowadays is a great way to go. And of course, David Kavanagh is very knowledgeable in that area if you want to check him out. And hello, Rose. Good to see you. Evening. I'm grateful that I lifted up out of my front mood from yesterday. Oh, well, that's good, Rose. I'm glad to hear that. Well, you know, we all have our low moments, don't we? We all have times when we feel a bit low, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine to have our low moments. The thing is, though, not to dwell in those spaces. Ideally, if you want to have a better experience of life, if you want to lift your energy, which will then lift the energy of your family, your friends, your community, your clients, then it's important to pull yourself out of those moments, do something that you love, because it's very easy to burn out in business, particularly when there's like a never-ending list of to-dos. Even when you've got a team, it can still feel like there's a lot to do, right? So it's important to make time for you, to make time for things you love, whether it be going to the beach. For me, it's meditation, yoga, doing these things that refill my cup. I love going to retreats. I love taking time out in nature. You know, there's a lot that we can do, you know, connect with birds, with animals, you know, watch a David Attenborough, a documentary, right? David Attenborough is amazing. I love his documentaries. You know, put on some comedy online, do some dancing around the house. Music is a great way to shift the mood, right? So I feel for you there, Rose. Look, I've had depression over the years. I've had 4 friends who've taken their own lives by the age of 45. And the stats are that worldwide, about 1 million people a year take their own lives, and that has gone up during COVID. So now more than ever, it's important that we lift the energy on the planet, and we will do that with gratitude. And in fact, when you get into gratitude, love, joy, peace, you're going above 528 hertz and above is where you're vibrating, your frequency. The highest human vibration, according to Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness, is 700 plus hertz is what we vibrate at when we get into enlightenment. When we get into peace, we're at 600 hertz. When you're in anger, sadness, depression, grief, those kind of states, you're vibrating below 150 hertz. And the world right now is vibrating at fear. Fear is 100 hertz. The world right now is vibrating between 75 to 100 hertz. So the more you can raise your vibration, get conscious to how you're doing life. Are you grateful right now for what you have, or are you whinging about the state of the world right now? It's very easy to get into whinge mode, right? It's great to actually, step back for a moment and just observe and just go, isn't that interesting that that's happening and that's happening? And, do your own research so you can empower yourself at this time. That's my biggest tip for you today, is to do your own research. Look at alternative media channels to get a different point of view to what we are being fed through mainstream media. Now, I've worked as a journalist. I've been in the field a long time, and I can tell you there are definitely hidden agendas that are going on out there, and there's definitely a lot of brainwashing that is going on right now through mainstream media. So it's important to do your research and make an informed choice for yourself with what's going on. And you know what I'm talking about. Make informed choices. The only way you're going to do that is by doing your own research, because you're not going to get it by watching mainstream news every day, right? You're not going to get it. In fact, you'll probably end up depressed and suicidal if you keep watching mainstream news. Right? There's a lot of amazing things happen in the world, so let's choose to focus on that, because what you think about and think about, you will bring about, right? What you think about and think about, you will bring about. Gratitude is so, so important, and that's part of what this Global Good News Challenge is about. So my good news for today is that you can start your Good News Challenge anytime between now and the 11th of November. As I mentioned earlier, you've got a few more days. Now, this is a great way not just to lift your energy, but actually to share something about what you're up to, share something about your business. It's actually a great free marketing tool for you right now. And it's a great way you can connect with people. Often what's happening is people are getting business after doing the Global Good News Challenge, believe it or not. People are getting business from it, which is just wonderful. And, it wasn't intended that way. As I say, it was intended to lift the energy on the planet, but it just so happens that a great side effect of actually lifting your vibration is that you lift others' vibration, and then they want to do business with you, at least those that are not having pity parties with all the other whingers out there, right? They're going to want to come and do business with you. I do joke. I like to have a bit of fun, and it's important to laugh, because that is also a very high vibration. You ask people, what do you want? What do you want in your life? And a lot of them say, I just want to be happy. Well, if you just want to be happy, do what makes you happy, right? Do what gives you joy. And laughing is a great way to do that. So put some comedy online. There's lots of videos online you can watch, right? I was talking about Mr. Bean. I love Mr. Bean, he's one of my favorites. I love the British comedy, Fawlty Towers, George and Mildred, Benny Hill. I grew up with all of that, all those kind of shows. You can put some episodes of that on and shift your mood. Now, to find out more about the Global Good News Challenge and how to get involved, you can just check out the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page at this link here. If you go down to linktree/Aldwyn and look for that little smiley flower, that is the logo for the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page. And in the announcements section at the top of the page, you'll see full details on how to participate. So just again, as I said earlier, just do a simple Facebook Live for every day of the challenge. You can do it either in your personal profile, or you can do it in the Loving Life group if you don't want to do it on your personal profile on Facebook. Everyone who does a challenge, we will be sharing your challenge into the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page. If you've done it on your profile, we'll share it into the Loving Life group if you've done it on your profile. And we'll also add you to a private Global Good News Challenge group so you can hang out with other Good News Crusaders and keep your energy high. So important. High without the drugs. You don't need drugs to be high. We have it all within ourselves. And so grateful to connect with you today. Thank you for joining me. Great to see you. David and Nisrat, sending you both lots of love. What are you grateful for today? Pop in the comments. What are you grateful for, and where are you joining us from? Great to see you, Rose, too, sending you lots of love as well. I'll be interviewing Rose actually coming up shortly. She also has a great podcast where she interviewed me recently. So check that out as well. Go check out Rose Davidson on here. Thank you for your comments, sending you lots of love wherever you are in the world. And if you like what you've seen, then share the love, do the Global Good News Challenge, be the change you wish to see in the world, as Gandhi says. And as I say, shine bright and light up all those around you. Blessings to you, my friends. Sending you lots of love. Mwah. Lots of love to you. Keep spreading the love with those around you. And remember, you are extraordinary, and anything is possible for you and your life. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Hello, Tracy. Good to see you. Grateful for the love of music. Yeah, I love it. And Tracy and I started the Global Good News Challenge, actually. What do I say? Getting confused. We started the Gold Coast Business Laughter Club together. And we have a comedy duo called the Fiddly Gigglers, which we've been in hiatus for a little while since COVID. Not the Fiddly Jigglers, it's the Fiddly Gigglers. Okay. And Tracy and David and I all caught up recently, not too long ago. So I know you know David very well from a long time ago too, Tracy. So isn't it interesting? You've both hopped on here tonight. Well, there you go. Everything's in divine order. Maybe it's a sign the two of you need to connect again. Hey, who knows? You know, it's all the quantum field. Put a thought out there and you never know what will happen. So Tracy runs Two's Company, fantastic matchmaking service, Australia-wide, celebrates its 26th anniversary this year, had over 200 weddings. Congratulations, Tracy. Awesome job. Amazing. twoscompany.com.au. Check it out. And who else would like some promo tonight? Just hop on and say hello. It just comes naturally for me, right? I'm in the right business, right? I love media. I love marketing. I love promoting people. And how can we promote you if you don't put yourself out there, right? So if you want to be seen, be heard, be known, then step up, step out, share your love, share what you do, share about yourself, share from the heart. You don't need makeup on. You don't even have to have your hair done. I'm so plain Jane tonight. It's not funny. I've got no makeup. My hair's not done, but here I am sharing with you from the heart and sharing my love. And that's the main thing, because you are a spiritual being in a human body, and we want to hear from your beautiful spirit. So thanks again for joining me. Thanks for your lovely comments. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. In fact, I'll be back tomorrow with day 10 of the 11-day challenge, and I look forward to seeing your challenges. Remember to hashtag Global Good News Challenge so we can find you in your description when you do your Good News Challenge. And you've got a few days to go. You've got 2 more days wherever you are in the world, up to the 11th of the 11th, to start your 11-day challenge for November. I look forward to seeing your challenge. And most people do it in about 1 to 3 minutes, by the way. I tend to waffle on a little bit, so you don't need to go this long. You just keep it very brief and succinct, to the point. Your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. That's it. Very simple. Okay, sending lots of love again, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. Mwah. Bye for now.